Hey guys, what's going on? PTX Rapper here, or a member of Limitless Hoonigans. Today I bring you episode 4 of Monza track day, and today we are in another Honda, we are in another Civic. This one is 2004 Honda Civic EP3. Now, just a quick overview of the car. It's a 2-litre naturally aspirated engine, producing about, on the game it says about 212, but I think real life is about 190 something. So yeah, not, I think it's about 150 foot-pound of torque, not a lot, as these cars are naturally aspirated, they're not turbocharged. These cars are notoriously known for revving seriously high because they're VTEC engines, up to about 8.5, almost 9,000 RPM. So as you guys can hear on this first lap here, the gearing's quite high, once again, 5th gear down that back, down this straight here. Down 4th, down into 3rd, we tip it in. Getting the car warm, tyres are warm, the brakes are starting to adjust. But I feel this is just as good as the other one, the FN2 I recorded for you guys yesterday. Now, you guys don't see the lap times, but this was 3.5 seconds, or just over 3.5 seconds faster than the FN2 yesterday. I don't know if you guys will be able to notice in the video from watching it, from the speed, but I'm constantly on the edge of the car's limiter all the time. Going into 5th gear down this back straight, just before this sign, or just after. We could, if we wanted to, change into 6th gear, possibly, but it would be too low in the revs really. And then down into here, change down into 3rd, from 5th, down to 4th to 3rd, clip the curb, clip the apex nicely. There's not a lot of body roll as you can see through here, it's quite reasonably planted. Hit the limiter there as there's a bit of understeer coming out of there. That's all good. Now the braking on this car is reasonably decent. I can brake reasonably late going into this final long right-hander, as you guys will now be able to tell. Down 1 gear, and then as soon as I hit the white line, down another gear. Tip it in. You tip it in with too much front end, and then it sort of drifts out, but the power car pulls it back round, and then you sort of drift your way out, away across to the finish line to start the final lap time. Now, of all the cars I've tested so far, guys, this has been the most entertaining car to drive around the track. Constantly fighting with the steering wheel to keep it on the ragged edge, to keep it where you want it to go. Flipping it up and down the gearbox is absolutely amazing. Like here, you brake, down 2 gears, and then down a 3rd gear, just to stop the car. You turn it in, quickly change direction, hard on the throttle. 1 wheel peel, lovely. Even though this car, like I said, hasn't got a lot of torque, there's some power behind the car. When the VTEC kicks in, it is quite violent in this car. You're fighting with the steering wheel. Go around here, you're in 4th gear. You change up into 5th before you even come out of the corner. You hit the limiter, there. You change 5th gear before you even actually come out of the corner. You brake just underneath the bridge area here. Boom, down 1 gear. Down another. Don't go into 2nd, you stay in 3rd for these. There's enough power to pull you out and pull you round. And you're back on it, changing the 4th gear as soon as you hit the Recaro sign, blip it into 4th. You're not quite at the limiter, but you're high enough up in the rev range to keep yourself going. Tip it in, hard on the accelerator, all the way around that corner. And it's like this yesterday, 4th gear cornering in these. Because they're rev so high, you're still practically in VTEC. You don't have to brake so much, so you're still in VTEC, so you can still keep that power going, so you're not lagging. You're not bogging down. As you can see, you're right on the ragged edge in these cars. You're literally hurting the engine like it wants to be hurt. And up into here, you had to adjust the braking points with this one, because the brakes on this one are completely different from the one I drove yesterday. They're not as sharp, so you've got to brake a bit earlier. But once you tip it in, the car just plants to the floor and you're on it all the way around. Back onto the final back straight now, into 5th gear, hitting about 125 to 130 mile an hour before we hit the brakes. So the brakes are going to be quite steaming hot afterwards. As soon as we get down here, try to brake as late as possible. Touch the brakes before you hit the brakes hard, and then I hit the brakes hard, down 2 gears, tip it in. Front end sort of leaning over, there's a bit of understeer, but the power, like I said, recorrects that for you. And onto the final back straight. Anyway guys, there's a lap of Monza on the EP3 Civic. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go to our YouTube channel, which is in the link at the end. Thanks for watching guys, and I shall see ya.